We're joined on INSEAD Knowledge by Henry Ines of Dragon Venture and Bobby Chao of DFJ DragonFund China. Why is the PE market in China becoming so hot nowadays?
It is definitely too many fund managers for PE market, yes. It's very typical Chinese things, just like what happened to VC firms 5-6 years ago. Now everybody rush into the market to do PE now without fully having the experiences and knowledges accumulated.
And I think one of the issues that hopefully doesn't become too great of a concern is due diligence obviously is a very critical factor when doing business in China. So when you have an influx of managers coming in, especially on the PE front, trying to look at the quality of cash flows, that becomes a very serious issue. So hopefully, again, with the big influx of PE coming in, that doesn't become sort of an erosion of the good quality and transactions that are occurring in China right now. So.
You mentioned due diligence. How risky is the market at the moment?
It's all relative. And we do think the PE market in China, in comparison with the mature PE market, say for instance from US, is definitely much more challenging, means riskier in China.
Essentially, this is a market that everybody's trying to jump into right now.
It's self-inflicted injury in a little bit. It's that too many managers made it even riskier in a market that's constantly been challenged with other factors. Not just too many managers make it even worse. They made decisions in a rush, or under pressure, for competition, stuff like that.
Yeah, and the only thing I'd add to that, you're certainly seeing war chests growing very quickly, especially on the PE front over the recent years. So there's also then a stress to deploy that capital. And in the earnest effort to go out and find the best deals and then deploy that capital, you might be quick to make some judgments and accelerate that due diligence process when maybe you should slow it down a little bit. So that is obviously a concern to contend with.
People are still making good returns there?
Still to be seen in general. I mean, PE overall, this market is very new in China. If by strict definition of PE, I think China only had that in place probably less than 2 years. And if there's some liquidity, and that I would say probably is out of wonderful luck. And there's some return, but definitely is not what they said is supposed to deliver.
In terms of PE, what sort of sectors are you getting into?
The big differentiator, obviously, we're looking at a lot of early stage high growth companies, a lot of it pre-cash flow. So in that sense, when you look at a traditional sense of PE, we're not looking at those type of companies traditionally as some of these bigger PE outfits are doing. So focus is much more on early stage, where obviously we're going to share some of the burden of risk, but we're also hoping for some exceptional returns in the long run.
And the outlook?
My personal opinion, it probably will get worse before it gets better. You will see some disasters, and then government steps in. It's typical of the Chinese way that, it's until I see something wrong, then I'll fix it. Before then, don't fix it when it's not broken.
Another maybe strategic aspect that we're looking to do, maybe this helps to lessen some of that risk. We are actually looking at some greater China plays right now that have some derivative to China, some nexus, that gives you exposure to China without some of the direct risks that are associated with some of these deals. So we've been actually taking some time to look at, again, greater China, down in Southeast Asia. So hopefully we find some good deals there, participate in the China opportunity, but not have 100% direct exposure.
Because everybody rushing into the PE market, it creates a mini vacuum in the venture capital business. It's, by definition, venture capital is earlier stage investments.
So from what you've been saying, it sounds like something of a gold rush in China right now.
Yes, ultimately we'll reach equilibrium.
Henry Ines and Bobby Chao, thanks for joining us on INSEAD Knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the opportunity.